Craig Peterson. I'm CEO and founder of VIZN Gaming. I'm going to be talking to you today about one of our new products. This product we call UltraVR. Consists of a box. There's a couple different box sizes and models, and a headset, and some sort of portable keyboard and mouse. It'll work with game controllers and other such things. But what's interesting about this is this is literally more than a decade ahead of today's VR technology. I'll give you specifically how that works here momentarily. But people like Mark Rowley, who's seen this, he's a 5-time Emmy Award winner, filmmaker, director, VR expert, and gaming expert. He said this is one of the most exciting things he's seen in the last decade. If we look at Brett Leonard is a famous director from Hollywood. He's won the top 5 award from Hollywood Guild for being one of the most innovative directors. He looked at this and he said, gee, this is a once-in-a-100-year investment opportunity. It's like something that is a big jump, and we're going to be able to move the industry forward in a whole new way. I've been promoting a new concept called VR 2.0, which will enable the rest of the VR industry to come along with us. But nothing will be better than UltraVR, which I'll describe for in a few moments. One of the things that UltraVR can do is it turns the last 30 years of video games into full 360 3D VR. Yes, it really does. I can show you, I've got a video game up here. It's just an ordinary 2D video game. And this is the headset. If you put this on, this monitor is showing what's in the headset. And you can see as I can turn the headset view, you can see it changes the view. I can look up, I can look down, and so on. But what's different about this is that if you look at conventional VR, it basically takes a game space all around you and turns it into a flat 4K frame. This is roughly what that looks like right here. And like this spot might be in front of you, that might be behind you. Basically the top half is left eye and bottom half is right eye, and you get views like this inside your headset. Well, you can only see 1/16 of that 4K frame because what can fit inside a typical 90-degree angle headset, everything else around you is basically not seen. So this traditional VR technology, you're rendering and throwing away 88% of the pixels that you render. And so this is one of the reasons why it takes so much higher power computer to run VR today. And your view actually comes out to be less than standard definition, because even you throw away pixels in the corner to create these round views. Now UltraVR, in addition, instead of standard definition being seen in the headset, UltraVR takes full monitor resolution and converts it into full monitor resolution in both eyes in 3D. So what this enables is you can take ordinary 2D video games and turn them into full 360 3D VR, looking all the way around you. And our initial product target is QHD, which is twice HD, but half of 4K. That is the optimal preferred gaming resolution, because gamers would prefer QHD resolution at 120 Hertz or 144 Hertz instead of 60 Hertz at 4K, or maybe 240 Hertz at HD. So we're targeting that sweet spot. And so basically you get very, very high resolution inside of your headset. So popular games like Fortnite, Overwatch, Call of Duty, Halo, PUBG, iRacing, and so on. I mean, literally hundreds of these games that have been in existence for decades and evolved year by year advancements are all now playable, where the player feels like he's inside the video game. And normally you play a video game on a monitor and you feel, okay, I'm it's just like there on the monitor, I'm safe, I'm just playing the game. Well, all of a sudden, when you're in UltraVR, you're inside that game and you have life-size opponents running around you, sneaking up behind you, and it's really, really intense. So it's a whole new gaming experience with existing games that are so popular. If you take the most popular VR game today, it has about 1.2 million players, and the number of popularity drops off a lot because VR is new. It doesn't have the gameplay and all of that holds the interest, and you can be playing a VR game and maybe 10-15 minutes later it's kind of boring and what's the next game? But these games, the conventional video games, they come out, new versions come out in the fall, and then people play 6 months to a year to play through the whole gameplay on that new version before the next one comes out, and they buy that one and play that one. So it has real holding power, and since you can render in UltraVR to full QHD, that's twice the resolution of this HD monitor here, in each eye, and in full 3D with plug and play with existing video games. Does not change the video game, does not require any licensing of the video software to use UltraVR, and it's plug and play. So existing installed games, all of a sudden you hook up the system and away you go. Now, so if you look at the market size for 1.2 million on VR, most popular game, just Fortnite by itself has like more than 350 million players. If you look at PUBG, it has 400 million players. If you look at UltraVR, and we sell UltraVR to just 2% of Fortnite players, that would be over $11 billion of revenue. So this new product is a unicorn type product for gaming. But in addition, what we've realized working with school districts is that this is a very powerful educational system. This particular model here, we call it the Cube, and it contains not only our super converter hardware, but also contains a full Windows PC gaming motherboard. And the performance is very, very nice. So what this enables is it enables us with our VR classroom metaverse application. Student can boot it up, put the headset on, and he's now inside his assigned classroom with his classmates and his teacher, and they can interact just like they would in a normal classroom. Teacher can use all their existing teaching collaterals, like they can show PowerPoint, or they can write on the big board. They can run any Windows application and show it on a big screen up in front of the classroom. They can hang exhibits around in the virtual classroom, and they can have extra rooms where students go off as groups into do work on projects. But in addition, something that's just absolutely not possible with today's VR technology, because the resolution is so low, standard definition, not even HD, 1/4 of HD. This system on your desk, in your virtual desk in your virtual classroom, or in your own virtual office, which a student would have both, hangout room if you like, we can pop up a virtual monitor that has roughly equivalent to a full HD resolution like this monitor. So inside the virtual space, student can do school assignments, homework, send stuff to the teacher, and whatnot right there. And then how does he type? Well, we have essentially a webcam that you can point at the keyboard and the mouse, and you can actually reinsert that with your student's fingers inside the virtual space under his virtual monitor. So you can run Windows applications and anything on that internal virtual computer in real time. What this enables is it enables the student to put this system and the headset, keyboard, fold up or roll up keyboard, maybe a roll up like this one. They can put that in their backpack and take it from school to home and from home to school. And so it's portable. and no monitors required. I mean, we have monoport ports, so parents can see what's going on inside the student's, what he's doing when it's at home. But basically, it's portable with no need to have a monitor, because the student, we got the monitor in the virtual space. Can't possibly do that in conventional VR, because conventional VR, the entire screen that you'd be viewing can only be up to about 1/4 of a HD monitor. So, I mean, it just doesn't make sense at all. Plus, because the super high resolution, you have sharp edges. Today, from an education point of view, one of the things you have in VR is a fatigue that comes from low resolution. It's known that you increase the resolution and that fatigue can go away. And that's because your eyes are constantly trying to focus what is not on sharp edges inside your view. Well, in this case here, essentially you have 4K 3D passive equivalent experience with sharp edges, clear background. It takes away that VR fatigue. And so this is just a huge advance ahead of the industry. Again, if the industry approach today was to deliver a similar experience, it would take not 4K video, because that's what it's based on today, and you're only seeing 1/16, roughly standard definition. Not 8K, it would take 16K video to provide the same kind of experience as we can do here in UltraVR today, and even with a lower performance computer than it takes to do standard VR today. So 16K video is more than a decade out to run Windows gaming and stuff like that on PCs and Macs and game stations and stuff like that. So it's a huge advance, more than a decade advance ahead of current VR technology. I recently demoed the system at the Hollywood Professional Association annual tech retreat, and there were a lot of high power Hollywood people there. Everybody looked at it and said, this is obviously the way to go, because you're not throwing away pixels, you've got high resolution. Originally, the industry took this 4K 360 frame model because they were worried about when you turn your head, would there be a lag? But actually, for some time now, graphics engines in computers, even consumer computers, have been well fast enough that you can do this with no head delay. And so it's time to just get rid of that 4K 360 thing, and that will dramatically advance the whole industry in visual quality for both gaming and metaverses. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little demo, and hope you get a chance to check out our VR system. Thank you.